The future waits for no one, so we refuse to wait for it. We're not just pilots and engineers, we are pioneers. Today, battles are waged in nanoseconds, and planes are piloted from the other side of the world. We turn night into day and fly missions in space. The future's not coming, it's already here. This is the future. Join us and be the future.
We're at the Creech Air Force Base near Las Vegas, Nevada.
And we've been checking out the MQ-9 Reaper all day, this remotely piloted aircraft.
The best part was we came into the simulator training facility and got a chance to fly them ourselves.
We turned off autopilot a little bit and had them hand fly it.
Without any prior experiences, I thought they did pretty well.
count continues to go well. Minus 30. Minus 25 seconds and counting. Minus 20 seconds. Minus 20 seconds and counting. 17 seconds and counting. 15, 14, 15, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. Ignition sequence start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The future waits for no one, so we refuse to wait for it. We're not just pilots and engineers, we are pioneers. Today, battles are waged in nanoseconds, and planes are piloted from the other side of the world. We turn night into day and fly missions in space. The future's not coming, it's already here. This is the future. Join us and be the future.
This is DRL, the Drone Racing League. Tonight, the top rookies and veterans push themselves and each other to execute the perfect lines through an unforgiving course as they fight for the World Championship podium.
Welcome to Phoenix, Arizona for the finals of Level 7. This is the last event of the 2019 season and the last chance to become a level champion.
This is drone racing. This is DRL. Welcome to the 2019 DRL Allianz World Championship, the premier international drone racing circuit. This is it, the final event of the 2019 season. Only the top 6 pilots in the overall season standings were asked to fly Level 7 Arizona. And as they head to the cockpit, the goal, 7 heats from now, walk away the level champion. The cockpit is divided.
Right where we left off.
For the rookie phenom Vanover, the pressure is gone since he won Level 6 and clinched the overall season title.
I'm really just focused on having fun at this point. I was super stressed in Level 6, but I'm ready to end the season with a bang and keep doing what I was doing in Level 6, ready to go win.
It's gonna get serious. Yeah, don't kid yourself.
For Gab 707, a podium finish here, something he has already done 13 times in his DRL career, guarantees him second place overall in the season.
I'm definitely excited to have Vanover in there again. I know I can beat him on the track. We've had superb battles in Level 6, and I'm not letting down.
And for the remaining 4 pilots, it's the battle for the last spot on the overall season podium. The other rookie in this group, Swatch pilot Fluxy, has been on a hot streak, finishing 3rd in Level 5 and 2nd in Level 6.
I definitely want to shut down Vanover again. That felt real good in Level 5. Let him know that he's not invincible. I want those 5 points, and hopefully it's enough to move me up into the top 3 for the season.
So who can still make the podium? Just Nub?
I can make it.
And Fluxy.
I can.
I don't think I can make podium.
You can make podium. You have 2 points, so that would put you at 7. I'm at 6. But that would also...
I need to win, and you
need to win.
Nothing.
Nurk would have to get 3rd or worse, and I would have to get 3rd or worse.
But podium is still up for grabs.
Yeah, 3rd place is still up.
The rules haven't changed. Here in the finals, 6 regular heats. It only takes a single heat win to get to the golden heat. The golden heat is winner take all. Hello everybody, alongside drone racing pilot Tony Niddle, I'm Craig Hummer. Lots of talk about season points, Tony, but to earn those points, they'll have to get past Vanover and Gab.
That's right, Vanover and Gab dominated the Level 6 finals here on this course. There are 17 turns in each heat, and they were the only ones that could string all 17 together seamlessly. But this is a new level and a fresh start, so there's hope.
Speaking of turns, each heat is 2 half-mile laps, crisscrossing the entire stadium through 14 gates, positioned high and low.
Let's do some clean racing, boys.
Arm your drones, please.
Our pilots, and colors for level 7. Vanover, the flashing disco drone. Gab 707 yellow, Nub purple, Nurk in green. Fluxy, the Swatch pilot, flies red and white, and Shaggy, blinking orange.
8, 7,
Finals,
6,
Heat
5,
1.
4.
All 6 off the podium to bobble from Fluxy. Vanover a slight lead as they go through the Swatch gate. Gab 707 in yellow in second. They climb to the Sky gate with Vanover in front.
Gab coming out of that top gate, not as fast as I've seen him do in the past, but he is still pushing it and trying to stay right on Vanover's heels.
They're into the switchback. Vanover through first. Gab 707 yellow in second. Nub in purple in third. They're around the right field pole. They'll head back to the Pentagon gate and the start of lap number 2.
Gab 707 staying with him. He's not falling back any bit, but he's got to find a way to gain some extra speed. He should be doing it on the turns he excels at.
They'll round the left field pole and set up for the switchback yet again. This has been a maneuver and a section of the course that both Vanover and Gab excel at. Vanover through cleanly. Gab is as well. They cross over to the right-hand side of the field, through the truss gate, around the pole. This is the final big left sweeping turn. Vanover takes the first heat of the finals.
A solid run from Vanover.
Congrats on making Golden Heat, Vanover.
Thank you.
This guy was locked in that entire run. I didn't see one faulty move from him. Excellent job.
Vanover led that heat from start to finish.
Vanover had a great launch and was first to the Swatch gate with Gab and Nub close behind. These 3 would stay in this order the entire heat. Gab flew a great race and was close enough to capitalize if Vanover made any mistake, but he didn't and took the first win of these finals.
Vanover, you just told me that you're particularly relaxed on that run. Why do you think that is?
Well, I mean, coming off of the win, level 6 in the world title, this is the first time this season I've just had that pressure taken off me. Now I can just fly like I would back home. So I think that's working out well for me.
Talk to me about the course. There's still areas where you could perfect. Where do you have room to grow?
The diamond gate is definitely the area. I definitely improved on my turns on left field and right field. The diamond, though, I had one time in level 6 with Gab where I just did an insane line through it. Super fast, and I think I can nail that one down in this level.
We'll be watching for it. Thank you.
Yep.
No run for these pilots is ever perfect, but Vanover has come close on many occasions. He starts the last event of the season with a heat win.
Fluxy, how far off are you? Because I could hear you.
No, I had a terrible launch. I was not there.
Getting a good start always helps, but it's particularly important on this track. Tony, take us through the mechanics of a great launch.
The start is a critical part of every DRL race. The goal is to accelerate as quickly as possible while controlling elevation. The best pilots immediately pitch forward by increasing thrust to the rear 2 motors. Some even preload, which is legal as long as the nose of the drone stays on the platform. Now full throttle is applied so the drone races forward at top speed and at the perfect angle. The balance of pitch and thrust must be managed carefully. Too much pitch without enough throttle and the drone flies too low. Too much throttle without enough pitch and the drone flies too high. The best pilots coordinate pitch and throttle to race at top speeds with a constant elevation.
Vanover had the best launch and took the first win, earning a spot in the Golden Heat. But we're just getting started here at Level 7 Arizona. Heat 2, next. The Drone Racing League, brought to you by Allianz, global leaders in asset management, investments, and insurance. By the U.S. Air Force, Aim High, and by Swatch. Welcome back to Chase Field in Phoenix for the finals of Level 7 Arizona. We're through one heat and Vanover took the win, becoming the first pilot to secure a berth in the winner-take-all Golden Heat. The other pilots have some work to do.
What happened to you? I just heard the radio hit.
I hit the wire.
Oh, the
For first
blind
time
ass
ever.
wire.
Yeah. I thought I mid-aired, but then it kind of like, I saw the wire.
Like it
and
was
then-
still caught on it?
You can see the drone in the nets over there. I actually managed to roll it once and try to get up, but it didn't. It got stuck after that.
Tony, as far as DRL tracks go, this course is extremely open. The challenge for all the pilots is how to extract maximum speed through each turn. Take us through it.
Pilots launch through the Pentagon Gate with a sweeping left turn to the Swatch Gate. They make a vertical U-turn and climb to a right turn through the Sky Gate around the left field foul pole. Then it's the switchback through the Diamond Gate to the Square Gate. They cross the Diamond to the Trust Gate and around the right field foul pole back to the Pentagon Gate and the start of lap 2. At the end of lap 2, they pass through the Pentagon Gate and sweep around the light pole to the finish.
With races that often come down to fractions of a second, DRL pilots are constantly on the hunt for incremental changes that could shave time off of every single lap. One of the most common strategies for this is reviewing footage of their performances. After every single heat, you'll notice the pilots congregate around the instant replay, fixated on what they did well, but more importantly, where they could gain precious seconds on their next run.
I skimmed my props on that launch. I was like, oh, please don't be damaged.
I preloaded a little bit, and I started to rock this way.
Yeah.
And so I had to let it go and then launch late. So I had a bad launch in the first place, and then. Where'd you wobble, Flexi? Start?
Sorry, yeah, I almost hit the ground.
Oh.
Yeah, if it starts to like rock weird on me, like I'll do a little bit of a correction, but if I feel like I'm having to push too far to correct it, I'm like, all right, just setting her back.
Race control start line is plugging in.
Copy that.
We're moments away from the next heat. Tony, what will you be watching for?
The start through the Sky Gate is critical. Whoever leads there has a major advantage. Then once the race settles in, I'm watching their lines through each gate. Are they turning at the right time and smooth on the exit? If they're not, I know a pass is coming.
Our pilots and colors for Level 7. Vanover, the flashing disco drone. Gab 707 yellow, Nub purple, Nurk in green, Fluxy the Swatch pilot flies red and white, and Shaggy blinking orange.
6,
Finals,
5,
Heat
4.
2. Up and away, the fight for positioning begins. They're through the Pentagon Gate, now the Swatch Gate. Nub right there, a number of different lines to the Sky Gate, and Fluxy hit the Sky Gate. Gab 707 in yellows in front.
Gab 707 gaining ground as he presses through those turns. Oh, Nerd Crab!
That was the Diamond Gate to the Square Gate, the switchback. They cross over to the right-hand side of the field. Gab with a little bit of room back to Nub in purple in second.
Well, Gab's doing a great job to hold on to that front and continue to add more pressure to those guys as he weasels himself away from them little by little, gate by gate.
Gab's through the Sky Gate in first. Vanover going for the pass of Nub, trying to move into second.
Gab 707, a great job on that dive to gain some extra speed. That's what he needed to build that gap.
Vanover and Nub in a fight for second. Gab all alone out front. They'll round the right field pole. Set up for the final sweeping left turn. Gab trying to book his ticket for the Golden Heat, and he does it.
Nice. Get you some, Vanover. That was good. I saw that. You passed me like right in here.
It was in the diamond,
and then
yeah.
I was maybe like 8 foot off, and I was like, okay, if I start like getting up on him, I'm just gonna back off. And then when we made that turn, I was like, I don't see him anymore.
Yeah, I went way wide.
Golden Heat.
Dang it, Gab, you don't give me a chance to win every heat this season.
Nope, you're not winning every heat.
Darn it. Oh well. Good job.
That heat had a similar script, but with some role swapping.
This time, Gab led the entire heat with Vanover and Nub chasing. Gab was first through Swatch Gate and never looked back. The battle for second was epic. Vanover and Nub were side by side through the Sky Gate and around the left field pole. Vanover jumped ahead through the Diamond Gate, but had to make a correction exiting, and Nub passed through the Square Gate. Nub held Vanover off for a full lap until the approach to the switchback, where this time Vanover made a clean pass. Nub was faster around the right field pole and passed Vanover, approaching the final turn to finish in second. Vanover third.
Gab, for first-time viewers, put into context how much pressure it takes off to qualify for the Golden Heat early.
Oh, it's a big deal. You know, I have another 4 heats now to just relax and, you know, find my lines, be good on it. I get a chance to be defensive as well. So if I win more heats, make sure that I don't have any other contenders on the Golden Heat. So right now there's 2 of us, and it's going to be a good race, I think.
Let's talk about your line. We've done some previous levels right here. What are you looking to most improve on this race?
I think it's mostly the consistency. It's hard to place these good heats one after the other. The lines, I think, are good. It's just about, you know, finding that split-second decision to just make it just perfect as it needs to be. And time after time, that's the hard part.
Thanks, Gab.
Gab just brought up a very important point, that it is very real motivation for these winners to then keep other pilots out of the Golden Heat. Gab, with his win, joins Vanover. The other 4 pilots have 4 remaining heats to join those 2.
Good run, man. Good job.
Thanks, guys. It was a good heat.
Yeah, that was fun. You led from the start.
I almost nailed the sky gate, though.
I'm almost nailing it every single time now. It's like, you know, when you come in
It's
at
one
that
of those
angle.
things, you know, the gate is going to open. The gate is going to open. Keep drifting, keep
Right.
drifting. It opens. Oh, and you smack it.
Right. It's such a good feeling when you get through it.
That's proper knife edge.
Yeah, coming through that thing like this, just.
It's probably actually one of my favorite gates of
I think
this season.
it's my favorite gate too, right now.
While this is Vanover's rookie season, he's actually been prepping for years. When he saw the first season of DRL on TV, he set his sights on the league. He studied the pilots and courses and developed a vigorous training regimen. It all paid off and set up an extraordinary first season.
You know, being 2019 world champion before the end of the season, it's a blessing. It's a dream come true. I wanted this for so long.
Yes! I did it!
So much is built up to this. It's a really hard feeling to describe because it's still so fresh to me.
Oh.
It happened. It just happened. I hope that my world championship win inspires other people to go do what I did and push hard, train hard, fly fast, and enjoy it at the same time.
They get it? Oh! Yes!
Don't get down when you crash or you lose races, and just keep focusing on the future.
Champion, Vanover.
I'm doing it for all the people, my parents who have supported me since day one, showing them that, hey mom, that first airplane that I crashed when I was 10 years old, you know, the one I broke in a million pieces and cost you $100, like, this is where it's built up to.
Vanover has raised the bar for all the pilots at DRL, and for any aspiring pilots out there watching, you can do a lot worse than copying his training.
You could tell he's having fun right now, but this is far from over. Gab crushed that last heat, and he's gunning to do it again.
8, 7, 6,
Finals,
5,
Heat 3. 6 are away cleanly. Pentagon Gate, that left turn. Nub and Vanover right there through the swatch gate. Nub in purple in first as they climb.
A beautiful transition out of the swatch gate for Nub, but he's got to hold on to it. Vanover's in striking distance.
Vanover tried to make the pass, and he has done just that. That was the diamond gate that worries him. He's through the square gate as well as they cross over to the right-hand side. Vanover in the flashing drone in front, Nub purple in second.
Nub's got Vanover in his view, but he's got to shake that off. He's got to fly his own line and make the moves as he already knows how to do on this track.
They are on to lap number 2. Vanover, as he ascends the 115 feet to the sky gate, trying to create some distance back to Nub in second.
If Nub doesn't cut some of these turns a little tighter and come out a little faster, he's going to have no chance to catch up to Vanover.
They cross over to the right-hand side yet again, and Vanover flying very cleanly, which usually spells doom for the other pilots. This is that big left turn through the Pentagon Gate, the light pole, and Vanover
That was fun.
takes a second win of these finals.
That was a fun run. That was good.
I don't know if that was a course record though, but that felt good.
Always bridesmaid, never bride.
My diamond was clutch both times. Completely clutch.
You should have crashed at the end.
Wait, were you in front of Gab or behind?
Yeah, way in front. Like 2 seconds.
You gotta say something, man. I thought he crashed out early on because he's like, who's running?
Nub had the early lead, but not for long.
Vanover and Gab were first off the blocks to the Pentagon gate, but Nub's turn around the light pole was perfect, and he was in front exiting the swatch gate. Vanover caught him around the left field pole. Nub stayed close until the sky gate on lap 2, when Vanover gradually pulled away for his second heat win.
Vanover, at home, you're responsible for setting up your own training courses. How fun is it to have an iconic baseball stadium that's turned into a world-class stage for you?
Oh, it's super fun. Like, especially now with no stress, I'm just flying the course like it's my backyard, just treating like all the gates are so cool, like trying to take the most aggressive lines that, you know, are just fun. Like, it's so cool. We don't get to do this, you know, at all. Only 12 pilots get to fly in DRL this season, and to be one of them is awesome. Flying a track like this with no stress is a dream come true. I wish I had this set up like all the time where I could fly.
After 3 heats, Vanover has 2 wins. Gab 707, with his win in Heat 2, will join Vanover in the Golden Heat. Everyone else is trying to earn their way there. They say if you can't beat them, join them. But if anyone wants to join Vanover and Gab in the Golden Heat, they'll have to find a way to beat them. Their next chance, coming up. This is DRL, the Drone Racing League. Welcome back to the DRL Allianz World Championship. We're moments away from Heat 4 of Level 7 Arizona. The 19-year-old rookie Vanover has 2 heat wins. Gab 707, 1 heat win. They are both in the Golden Heat.
Sorry, Gab got a new course record. Now you're gonna go beat it. Dang it.
Challenge accepted.
Tony explains spec racing and why the pilots love it so much.
Well, these guys don't have to worry about the equipment because guess what? They're all flying the same. It's the same drone. It's the same controller. It's the same goggles. So that's not a factor. What is a factor is who's better at using those tools to be faster than another. And that right there makes for some amazing competition.
And it really is at the essence of why DRL was created, to have these pilots participate in true racing. And it goes beyond the drones. DRL handles every aspect of these events, and it becomes quite a production.
The response we get very frequently the first day that we're on site is, wow, I had no idea that it was going to be this big or there were this many people. We do every single thing related to our production. That includes the media and content production, all of the event production and planning, as well as the technology that it takes to put on one of our races.
All of these need spine, so yeah. DRL brings 600 drones to every race. And Tech Ops is responsible for building and maintaining the fleet.
Let me know when you guys are good to go.
We're getting ready. Right now we're going to test the control of the drone and make sure everything works seamlessly with the entire system. So we're in contact with race control, which is behind us. They could diagnose a lot of stuff, so we could just fly and they'll see exactly what we see.
So with the radios that we have, we can actually monitor all of the pilot's control signals that are getting to the drone and make sure that all of the video is transmitted instantly to the pilots so that they can make decisions on what they need to do when they're flying 90 miles an hour.
We have a team that spends months and months planning every single race.
With this technology and the technology that we continue to develop, we can fly anywhere our imagination takes us.
No one else does this. If this was easy, any other company could do it, but DRL is actually the leaders in the drone world.
The Tech Ops crew has the next set of Racer 4s ready. Tony in Gab's interview, he said the key was consistency, heat after heat.
Well, it's not just heat after heat, it's also turn after turn within each heat. And so far, Vanover has been the most consistent.
Start line is green.
Let's take you through the pilots and the colors. Vanover, the flashing Disco Drone. Gab 707 flies yellow. Nub, purple. Nurk flies green. Fluxy the Swatch pilot, red and white. And Shaggy in blinking orange.
8, 7,
Finals.
6,
Heat 4.
5, 4.
They're all away. Vanover first to the Pentagon gate, closely followed by Gab 707 in yellow and Nub in purple. They'll climb 115 feet. Great surge by Gab as they go to the sky gate. Oh, Nub made contact.
Well, they got to get around this turn. Gab can take him on the drop.
The start of the switchback. There's the diamond gate that Vanover knows is giving him trouble. But he keeps Gab at bay. As they cross over to the right-hand side, they'll go through the truss gate, around the right field pole, and they'll start lap number 2.
Gab's gonna try and slingshot through this turn, take the inside on him, almost does it.
He almost got Vanover in there, he's climbing.
Gab's going for it, Craig. He's got to keep pushing if he wants to get past this guy.
Neck and neck. Different positions as they go around the left field pole and back to set up for the switchback. Vanover just inches in front of Gab 707.
Gab 707 swung a little wide. That slowed him down tremendously. Look at the gap that Vanover has created now.
Right field pole again. And now one more sweeping left. Vanover looking for a third heat win, and he gets it.
Wow, I actually like this track.
Thank you so much, Gab.
This was a good heat.
That was fun. How close were you, like right there?
Dude.
Yeah, and then...
Y'all not mid-airing is the craziest thing that's happened all night.
Gab and I?
Yeah.
How close is it? Like
close enough that I was like, Gab, stop.
Vanover led wire to wire, but Gab kept it very interesting.
Vanover was first off the start. Gab caught him through the first sky gate and then stayed right there for over a lap. Gab almost got by at the start of lap 2, but Vanover held him off. Then Nub, who had crashed out early, told him to back off, not to risk a midair.
Gab, you're already in the golden heat. If you crash, he'll put somebody else in there. You've got like a second on Fluxy.
You can see right here in the switchback, Gab softens his line just a hair and safely follows Vanover all the way into the finish.
People who are watching drone racing for the first time may not know what kind of hard work goes into these kind of performances. Can you put it in perspective?
Oh, you got to train so much. I'm flying 100 batteries a day, every day, and just setting up different courses, trying to replicate the elements we do here in DRL. And it takes a lot of focus, a lot of confidence in your training on the sticks. And also working with other pilots also really helps. Like I trained with Nub and Fluxy for a few days, and it was great training for all of us, you know, pushing each other. There's a lot that goes into this that a lot of people don't see. It's not just picking up controller and being good at it. There's a lot of preparation that goes into it.
It's paying off now. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Rory's right, no question the work is paying off. A winning time of 108.9 for Vanover, and it equates to a third heat win. Vanover's won 3 out of 4, Gab the only other winner, and they still are the only 2 assured of a spot in the golden heat.
Yeah, you know, he's going fast ahead, and on one side, I want to push it to try and get in and beat him one more time, but at the same time, if I make a mistake, I'm putting more people into the golden heat. At this point, it's beneficial for me to just have us 2 because I know it's guaranteed points for me and I keep my second place in the world for the world title. But yeah, you know, risk reward.
I broke the gate again. Shaggy. Sorry, man.
So far, it's been the Vanover and Gab show. The other pilots need to figure out how to change the music, or it'll be 1v1 in the golden heat. The last 2 regular heats coming up. This is DRL, the drone racing lead. Welcome back to Chase Field in Phoenix, Arizona. We're in the midst of the finals of Level 7 Arizona. Only 2 regular heats left before the golden heat. We know Vanover and Gab are in that golden heat.
Why are you high-fiving?
Secret plans.
That he did not mid-air me?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because if y'all both go out, then somebody else gets to win, and I was crashed.
Oh, okay. You proud of me for taking your late apex?
Very. That was a good race from y'all.
Oh yeah.
Gab kept trying
I
to
didn't realize he was that close to me.
Gab kept trying to make a pass, and I'm like, don't do it. Don't do it.
And then Nubs on the second lap, Nubs like, oh, take it easy, please don't crash. And like, I think he's right.
Yeah.
I think he's right. Honestly, I just want the points.
Right now it's 1v1 with you and me. We get one more duel before the end of the season.
Vanover and Gab planning another duel. Everyone else desperate to make an impact.
Arm your drones. Drones should be armed.
Here are the pilots and colors in our last final of the 2019 season. Vanover, the disco drone. Gab 707 yellow, Nub in purple, Nurk in green, Fluxy red and white, and Shaggy flashing orange.
9, 8, 7.
Finals.
6,
Heat 5.
4.
All the way. The Pentagon gate, they're clean.
Whoa.
Vanover back in front. Gab is out.
Oh,
Nurk with the surge and Fluxy with the surge.
These guys are dropping like flies, but look at Fluxy, he's pushing.
Fluxy has got something to prove, and he wants to use Vanover as the example. But Vanover with a surge of his own around and through the square gate over the right-hand side, but Fluxy right there.
Fluxy's doing a great job keeping this guy in his sights, if not pushing him behind, and every so often, he is pushing harder than I've seen before.
Fluxy slightly ahead as they go up through the Swatch gate and to the Sky gate. Vanover in second.
Oh, hello.
These guys are neck and neck, Craig.
Around the left field pole, they set up for the switchback. It'll be the Diamond Gate and the Square Gate. Oh, Vanover went for the pass, but Fluxy stays in first as they cross over to the right-hand side.
Fluxy's so wide on that, I'm surprised he caught up.
Vanover stalking. And here they come, the final left turn. Fluxy slightly in the lead. Vanover trying to pass him, but Fluxy takes the win.
That's the golden heat. Yes!
I like the tips though. I felt faster. I thought I had you, bud.
Woo! You never had me. You never had your car.
That was incredible.
Woo!
He was pushing back and forth with him, left and right, forward and back. Oh.
This heat had a little bit of everything.
Nub and Gab come in contact with each other at the very beginning. That took Gab out. Then Nub runs into the Swatch gate and he's eliminated. But in the midst of all that, Fluxy has found his way to the front and given Vanover a run for his money.
The adrenaline release after the race is evident, but they have to keep it contained throughout the flying. It's hard enough to go through these gates by yourself, but with another drone right next to you, that is skill.
No joke with that one. Look at Fluxy as he surges up to that Sky gate, realizing he's got a good thing right now. He doesn't see anybody in front of him. He's got to whip around this pole and really push it down. But here's where he slows. Right there, really wide through there, but he comes out of the square gate faster and pushes ahead of Vanover.
We know every one of these pilots loves to win, but Fluxy has talked about how he has basically been born to compete, and he proved it right here. We're gonna have 3 pilots at least in the Golden Heat.
Yes!
Fluxy, prior to this, you went 5th, 5th, 6th, and 3rd. So where did that come from?
I don't know. I changed the song I was listening to. A little harder, a little more deep death metal, and it made me feel good.
What's your favorite part of this course here?
Definitely this last section right here, the Pentagon Gate, over to the finish. I've got that dialed in real nice.
Okay, well, congratulations on clinching the Golden Heat.
Thank you.
Fluxy earns his way to the Golden Heat, where he will be joining Gab 707 and Vanover. There's one regular heat left for Nub, Shaggy, or Nurk to join them.
Dude, Fluxy and I were so close that race. Look at it. Oh my gosh. It's like perfect.
That truly was an incredible race. Fluxy had a slow start here tonight, but he's one of those guys who gets fueled by the pressure.
Pressure motivates me. It's weird. I feel pressure, but the pressure doesn't do the same thing that I see it do to other people. When there is a little bit of pressure, it lifts me up a little. It makes me perform at my best.
Fluxy in first. Pressure motivates him. Well, he's got some motivation and he's pushing hard.
When I was in Vegas at the Swatch DRL tryouts, I was able to take in all the energy from the crowd there and really use that to my advantage.
The winner of the 2019 Swatch DRL Sim Tryouts, Fluxy.
Believe in yourself. You can do anything you want to. I don't feel like I have something to prove. I know that I can fly. I've raced against these guys in multiple races. They know that I can fly. I just want to go out, do what I've been training to do, and win.
Fluxy has joined Gab and Vanover in the Golden Heat. There's just one race left for any of the others to earn their spot. Heat 6, next. This is DRL, the Drone Racing League. Welcome back to the DRL Allianz World Championship. We're at Chase Field. It's time for the final regular heat of Level 7 Arizona. We know 3 pilots are already in the Golden Heat: Vanover, Gab, and Fluxy.
So Fluxy, we just need Nub now. Or we can leave it to 3. I'd like Nub in there.
Yeah, I'd like Nub in there.
No, 3 is good.
You, Gab.
I like guaranteed podium.
Yeah, if you keep him out, you get guaranteed second for the season. Come on, Gab. Come on.
One more chance, Tony, for Nub, Nurt, and Shaggy. Any suggestions?
Get in the zone. Block out everything but the course and your line through it. Trust your training and do not hesitate.
Racing in 10, 9, 8, 7,
Finals.
6,
Heat 6.
5, 4.
To the Pentagon Gate. Gab 707 first there. They go through the Swatch Gate. Gab maintaining his lead, but a bit of a bobble as they head to the Sky Gate. He's still able to stay in front, just ahead of Vanover.
What an aggressive launch from Gab 707, but he can't lose that momentum. He's got to continue it. He's getting passed by Vanover now.
Vanover has moved to the front. Gab 707 is yellow, and Fluxy, the red and white drone, trying to pass Gab for second.
That's now 2 people that Gab's let pass him. He's got to make it happen. He cannot afford to lose any bit of inches through these elements.
The 3 pilots in front are the 3 pilots that are already in the Golden Heat.
Look at Fluxy go. He's pushing hard.
Vanover through the Sky Gate first, but Fluxy, a great acceleration as they round the left pole. Look at this setup. Fluxy, no, he can't get in front. They are back and forth, so close at almost 90 miles an hour.
This is incredible, Craig. What a dogfight amongst these 3 pilots. But here's Fluxy's part to shine. He knows this turn.
3 drones into the final sweeping left, and Fluxy takes another win.
That's putting me in front this time.
Nope, you're still not in front. Don't get too excited,
Oh, you
champ.
got 3. Yeah, all right.
Don't get
all
too
right.
excited, champ.
Put me in front of Gab, though.
It does.
Yeah, and then we'll hit each other and he wins. What do you want? All right, well, Gab gets second this season.
I'm 4th right now.
The final regular heat of the 2019 season, and this was absolutely amazing, watching these pilots so close together for over a minute.
It was amazing to see Gab 707 come off the blocks and into turn 1, out of the Swatch Gate and up to the Sky Gate in first, but he slowed down around that pole and allowed Vanover to pass, and then he does it again right here, allowing Fluxy to pass. Big mistake. He's got to continue that momentum.
This heat turned into a testament of who simply wanted it more. Between Vanover, Fluxy, and Gab, at different points, they each held the lead.
Fluxy did a great job swinging low on the ascent up to the Sky Gate and then increasing that throttle all the way up, whipping around that pole to jump in the lead. But look at Vanover taking that timing gate, just killing it.
Oh man, here in the switchback, as I said, ever so close. The acceleration over to the right-hand side, And Fluxy found a way to just be inches in front, and 3 pilots will be in the golden heat.
Fluxy, I just saw you give a primal scream, but then you walked over here and you said, oh, it's time to conserve my energy. What do you mean by that?
This is like, competing at this level is so mentally and physically exhausting that you gotta know when to use it. We only have so much in the tank. You can't spend it all at once. So relax a little bit. We got the golden heat next, and go out and kick their ass.
Good luck.
Thank you.
The standings as we head into the golden heat. There will be 3 pilots fighting for the level win. Vanover, Fluxy, and Gab 707. At the heart of DRL is technology and innovation. While the racing here tonight is all about human competition, DRL has recently partnered with Lockheed Martin to launch the Alpha Pilot Innovation Challenge. This is a competition in which the drones are programmed to fly themselves through artificial intelligence.
I expect here in Baltimore we're going to see huge growth and capability in the way teams control the vehicle, their precision navigating through gates, and a whole new level of racing performance.
We're going to really see those guys start to go after each other, who can finish the course faster, who's more efficient, who gets off the podium faster.
And I think you're going to see more than one team complete the gate today in Baltimore.
KEF Robotics heading towards gate number 1. Look at that! Quickly done! Now it's the finish gate! MATLAB completes the course!
That's the end of it. That was my last race on DRL 2019 season. It was fun though. We saw a lot of joy, we saw a lot of anger, saw a lot of emotions throughout the season, but I've made it really far and I've had a good time, but I'm going home.
Vanover, Gab, and Fluxy are the last pilots standing in the 2019 season. One final race to determine the Level 7 champion and perhaps alter the season podium. The Golden Heat, next. The Drone Racing League, brought to you by Allianz, global leaders in asset management, investments, and insurance. By the U.S. Air Force, Aim High, and by Swatch. Welcome back to Chase Field in Phoenix, Arizona. It's the Golden Heat of Level 7, Arizona.
One last hurrah, boys. That's, if you're feeling it, this is the last race of the season.
This is it, the final time the pilots will leave the podium in 2019. Only 3 pilots remain, Vanover, Fluxy, and Gab 707.
A lot of pressure for Fluxy as he goes into this final race.
The Tech Ops crew prepare the last 3 drones of the season.
So Fluxy has the opportunity to move into 3rd if you win. Ooh. And then Gab and I are set. So that means we just go baller and hope that he doesn't do what he just did the last 2 times.
I'm not going to go too baller because I know how that worked last time.
I don't know how to go more baller. I was going to say I'm already like all out.
Fluxy's feeling the pressure. I think he's got heavy metal, full power.
TK, you know I love to put you on the spot. Who's going to win this one?
Fluxy is riding high with the last 2 heats, getting 1st place. He's on a streak right now. I think he's got it.
All drones should be armed. Cockpit's green.
Cockpit is green.
Let's give you the colors of our Golden Heat of Level 7. Vanover, the Disco Drone. Fluxy, the Swatch Pilot, red and white. Gab 707, yellow.
10, 9, 8, 7.
Finals,
6,
Golden
5,
Heat.
4.
All 3 away. Great start from Fluxy. He's 1st through the Pentagon Gate and 1st through the Swatch Gate. They start their climb to the Sky Gate. Fluxy still in front.
What an aggressive launch from Fluxy and an amazing tactic for him to get out front. If he can hold on to that, these guys will not have a chance. But he's got to carve every single turn perfectly.
Vanover has passed Gab to move into 2nd. Gab passes right back.
You should see Fluxy gain some extra ground here through that favorite turn of his.
Back to the Pentagon Gate in the start of lap 2.
Especially coming out of the swatch and the ascent to the Sky Gate.
115 feet up to the Sky Gate, and Fluxy's putting some distance into the other 2. Around the left field pole, here is the critical switchback. He's through the Diamond Gate, the Square Gate, and Fluxy crosses back to the right side.
Remember, he doesn't know how far back his competitors are. He can only see in front of his drone, not on the side or behind.
This is for the level win and a shot at the podium. Fluxy does it. He's your winner of level 7 Arizona.
That's what I'm talking about!
What an amazing run from Fluxy. That launch off the podium was exactly what he needed. He soared right through that first gate, around the turn, and didn't look back once.
All right, that's the season. That was fun.
The rookies are showing up. The rookies are showing up, baby. Woo!
Fluxy launched hard and never looked back.
Fluxy had a great start and took the early lead. Vanover and Gab stayed close through the switchback on lap 1, but then Fluxy pulled away, never made a mistake, and took home the level 7 victory.
Yes! Oh my God! That's what I'm talking about!
Flux, you came on strong in regular racing and you dominated in the Golden Heat. What was the key to your success?
I don't know. It was one of those moments where you had to dig deep. I knew that if I wanted a podium for the season, I had to get first, so I gave it everything that I had.
So what does that mean to you to get your first level win and also know that in the worldwide standings you will stand on the podium?
Oh, it's amazing. First season, got 2 rookies on the podium, shaking it up, and we're here. We're here to stay, too.
So let's talk about that. Looking towards the future, what's your goals moving forward?
I want to be the world champion. I'm going to take Vanover out. I know how he trains. I know how hard he works. I can work just as hard as he can. I'm coming for him.
Well, congratulations on a fantastic season.
Thank you.
A final exclamation point from Fluxy as he wins level 7 Arizona. The podium of level 7 looks like this. Fluxy in first, Gab 707 on the second step, and Vanover, the 2019 world champion, another podium. He finishes third.
Vanover, there was hype coming into this season. You've won the season. How do you feel about your performance?
100%, right? I came in here, I did exactly what I said I was going to do. And you know what? That came, with a lot of hard work. It wasn't just like a cocky statement. I backed it up with hard work, and really thankful to everyone who supported me and everything. It's been a dream come true to win this season and to come out here stronger than ever, stronger than any other rookie ever. This is just the beginning of my drone racing career, and I can't wait to see what more I can do.
Here are the final standings of the 2019 DRL Allianz World Championship season. Vanover takes the title with 19 points. Gab 707 finishes in second with 13, and Fluxy's win here earns him third overall. Let's go down to Rory for the title presentation.
Congratulations to our 2019 DRL Allianz World Champion, Vanover.
And that is our 2019 season. Congratulations again to Fluxy, Gab 707, and of course, Vanover. Keep up with DRL all year long on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. For Tony Niddle, Rory McKernan, and our entire crew, I'm Craig Hummer. Thanks for watching.